Good evening from the Air New Zealand Lounge in Auckland, New Zealand. I'm going to take a quick shower and then we're going to do a 5-minute flight review of yet another way to cross the Pacific Ocean. Let's go. Alright, this is DC Young Fly.
Watch me feel, so you dig?
After clearing customs and then security via the express lane, I headed to Air New Zealand's flagship lounge. This lounge has an abundance of mood lighting, plant life, espresso mugs, and seating, although the seating filled up pretty quick around 10 p.m. The buffet was decent, and the drink selection was pretty good. There was a kids area, primarily I suspect to keep the little rascals out of the rugby room. Feeling very refreshed? Let's go to Los Angeles. That was a nice lounge, really good showers, decent food, and rugby on, and everyone was excited about it. Now, Air New Zealand may be worth flying simply for the joy of the cabin crew having that Kiwi accent.
Keep coming through so you don't get stuck there. Thank you. Across the aisle to the right, over to the screen.
Now let's take a look at this weird cabin. Between the bisexual lighting and all the seats facing the aisle, you will feel like you're on the runway at a fashion show. Welcome aboard one of the least private business class cabins in the sky. I do like the lighting though. I've selected seat 12K because it's the most private of the least private cabin. I think it was a good choice. I have windows and I have this wall behind me. A divinely orchestrated plot twist. I have this whole side of the cabin to myself. So the one downside of this cabin being the lack of privacy now it doesn't matter. So I think this is shaping up to be a great flight. You can hydrate with some pre-departure water while the poor people board, and then you can check out the paper amenity kits, which smell kind of weird, to be honest. Despite the smell, they are pretty well stocked. And then you can wipe your hands with the hot, moist towel, the purpose of which remains a mystery to me, maybe to get the smell off your hands. But I got the feeling that I was being watched. The safety video was pretty cool, better than the creepy new Delta one.
Please pay attention to this important message.
Alright, let's have a look at the Raurangi Kai. I must add here, the crew was so good with accommodating my food allergy. We were off to a strong start with this amuse-bouche and this tomato soup with bread for dipping. Next, I made a mistake. I tried to be mature and go for the healthy option, which I think they did their best with, but healthy food will just never be as good as less healthy food. At least I had this good French movie on this small screen to keep me entertained while I shoveled green stuff into my mouth. My favorite app, Flight Radar 24, even had a cameo. The entertainment selection was pretty good, I think. I don't know. What do you want me to do, count the movies? All I can say is it was pretty easy for me to find something I enjoyed. The headphones are not going to win you any style points, but they get the job done. The window loo has a window view, and the aisle loo, well, continues the themes of lack of privacy and being watched. Now it came to pass at that time that I made my bed, which turned out to be surprisingly comfortable owing to this thick mattress pad, and I was off to sleep in no time. After I awoke and plugged in my phone, I was served this basic but impressively high-quality breakfast. I washed it down with some bubbly champagne. After a quick glance out the window to make sure we were still in the sky, I spent the next several minutes filming myself drinking the champagne from different angles. Most of these angles I would not have attempted had there been other people sitting near me, but I hope you enjoy them. After all that lifting, my arm got pretty tired, but fortunately, there is a button for that. Finally, the captain shouted "Land ho" from the cockpit, and I descended into LA well-rested, well-fed, and excited to see all the cool planes parked at what is apparently the Tom Bradley International Terminal, not the Tom Brady International Terminal. Go figure. Alright, well, the cabin stayed empty. We made it to LA. That is a world-class business class experience. Probably would have been different if there were a lot of other people here, but I loved it. I rate it, as the Australians say.